Blake, get over it. I know. I know. I know. How are we doing? How are we doing? If you're new here, my name is Cho. We go live a lot of times throughout the week, 11 p.m. Eastern time zone on most days. And these are my office hours. These are the opportunities you have to ask me questions, whatever questions you have to your heart's content. And yeah, we have a good time. We chit chat about current events, politics, health and fitness, food, you name it. We talk about whatever we're yappers. We know how to yap. So that's what we're here to do. Um, hey Ben W, hey Dollar Bob. Dollar Bob, you need to respond to my Discord message. You do. You need to reply to me, please. Thank you very much. How are you, Ben W? What's going on? How are we all doing tonight? Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Because it's been a week. It has been a week. For whatever reason, in my training schedule for my half marathon running, I had to run a 3 mile and a 5 mile and a 3 mile back to back to back. And something about that just took me all the way out. Typically I have it staggered where I do a training like a run day and then I have a rest day and then I do another run day, rest day, like back. It's never back to back to back. But this week it was back to back to back and I was just so done. I was so done. So, and then tomorrow I have to run 7 miles. So that's going to be something else. By the way, I have been trying the Sunbum SPF lip balm, SPF 30. It's shit. I hate it so much. The reason why is because it feels like liquid on your lips. It's just not the vibe. However, I still want to I kind of want to still use it because I paid for it and it is SPF. So what I plan to do is I plan to apply my standard lip balm by Allies of Skin. Use code CHO for a discount. And then also, then I'll put this on top of it. So let's try it out right now. I haven't actually tried that method out. I just got out of jail. Excuse me. You just got out of jail. Okay. I'm not going to touch that. Just DM me. When I tell y'all, my community is made of jailbirds. Okay, so either you're a straight white male who loves my channel, or you've been to jail. Like, it's one or the other, and we welcome all of you. Actually, that's you know what? I'm not mad about that. It feels more so okay. Looking into comments. We love the criminals, honey. In this channel, we love the criminals, Ben. We love the criminals. So the reason I don't like this is because it feels like wet. It feels wet on your lips and not substantial. Like it's not providing a lot of moisture. It's providing what feels like temporary hydration. Whereas this is very emollient. Like this is adding some substance and some weight to your lips. This is not doing that. It's giving wet, it's giving watery, it's giving thin. So I think adding this in combination is just what I'm gonna have to do to get rid of this. I won't be purchasing it again, but it feels nice, smells nice. The coconut is really wonderful. Are you ready to fuck up the new bosses next week in Night Rain? I am. Wet ass lips, WAL, wet ass lips. It's giving DSL. It's giving DSL. It's giving dick sucking lip. It's giving DSL. It's definitely giving DSL. It is. Okay, Ben, I have such an issue going on right now. I'm gonna be real with you. So my headphones broke. Like my headphones finally broke that I've had for like 8 years from SteelSeries. And the problem I'm having right now, this is gonna sound really crazy, but the problem I'm having right now is I really can't afford to get the new headphones that I want because they're like $250. They're $250. Um, but those are what I want. Those are what I want. So I'm thinking about just putting that shit on a credit card and calling it a day. I mean, I could buy the same pair that I got before, which are like only like $100 by SteelSeries, but I want the SteelSeries Arctic Pros, the Nova Arctic Pros. That's what I want. I want what I want. I want what I want. And it was very unexpected that my headphones failed, and like I'm kind of in disarray right now. Like I don't know what to do. Like using my speakers on my PC is it's literal trash. On my monitor, it's trash. It's garbage. It's been terrible. I'ma just do it. I'ma just pay for the headphones. I'ma just pay for the headphones. Fuck it. I'ma do it. Anyway, I'm waiting for a big ass check too. I'm waiting for $1,000 check any day now. So I don't know. I might just do it in anticipation of that and call it a fucking day. I don't know. But I'm like kind of like in disarray because like how do I edit videos? Like just using your stereos on your PC, like your monitor, is just absolute trash. Basil Tiffany, how are you? I thought DSL was a kind of Wi-Fi. It's not. It's not, Tiffany. You were wrong. You were wrong. A DSL is a dick sucking lip, which is what I have. Skull crutchers. Get the kind I have. It's 120. It can be cordless or wired. Send me a link. Fuck it, girl. Sometimes it's worth it. We might die tomorrow. Here, I'm gonna tell my man that when he sees the charge go through on our credit card, I'm gonna tell him that, bitch, we may die tomorrow. When he sees when he sees on the credit card statement, when he see, because he has all our purchases come through on like our phones, and when he sees SteelSeries $250, and he sends me a question mark, he's gonna send me a screenshot with a question mark. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna send me a screenshot of that SteelSeries 250 question mark. He's gonna send it to me. I'm a straight up reply. What'd you say? We might die tomorrow. We might die tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I am, and is. I'll be buying the SteelSeries Nova Arctis Pros. I will. But the question in the chat. Should I get white or black? Black, white. I have always been a black person, obviously, and everything I buy is always in black, but something in my soul is maybe saying, should I consider white? I feel like, am I going through like a midlife crisis right now? Because I've never willingly chose anything white in my entire life in terms of appliances, because they always get dirty, you know? I don't know. But I kind of want to get a white pair. Is that strange? Is that weird? I don't know. We'll see. Monitor speakers are shit. I know. It's actually terrible. Dick sucking lips, honey, period. Check out the Skull Crushers if you like bass. Oh, that's a type of headphone. So I've decided I'm going to go with SteelSeries. And I'm going to tell you why. So, first of all, I've got a SteelSeries keyboard. Love my SteelSeries keyboard. Love it down so much. Love it. I have a SteelSeries mouse. Love it, love it, love it. Really good. Oh my god, my shit is so dirty. So embarrassing. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. But you guys know I'm real as fuck. I'm dirty but organized. That's how I live my life. Get over it. But I love my mouse. It's really, really nice. And then I've had those headphones, like I said, for so many years. And the customer service of SteelSeries is just so fucking amazing. I really am that type of person. I'm a type of consumer there where I want to stick with a brand that has excellent customer service. SteelSeries is that brand for me. Not only do they have a wide variety of different price thresholds, so no matter whether you're on like a really strict budget, they have great budget products, but they also have very high end products as well. So just having that range that can satisfy every budget, I think is really important as a brand that caters to gaming peripherals. And I just love them so much. I've had so much fun with all of their products. They work extremely well for me. And again, the customer service has been great. The first time that my headphones broke, they just gave me replacement. Just gave me a fucking replacement. So, you know, like, they really are the T when it comes to gaming peripherals, in my opinion. So I will definitely be getting SteelSeries 100%. Because why risk customer service, right? Let Eric know you have to fuck up. I do. I have. Yes. That will be the excuse. That would be the excuse. High MOP. Dollar Bob votes black. Black. Lots of black. I mean, it's probably gonna be black. I mean, let's be honest. I'm probably gonna go with the black. White gets dirty too fast. You can get this dirty white boy right here. Well, that's true. Check out the Skull Crusher ANC for real. I'll look at it. Bob is definitely out of my league, y'all. I don't know why I keep getting suggested your live streams. Every time I see you, you're saying the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Well, welcome, Molly. Subscribe while you're here, honey. Or you could block me or mute me. Girl, I mean, you can like the fact that you actually clicked, you had to click a button to chat in my stream. Like, how, like, do people really waste their time? I could not imagine wasting my time. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about why people are ugly, fat, broke, and miserable. I think one of the common reasons why people usually feel all of the above is because you waste your fucking time. And to me, that is a prime example of wasting your time. Imagine scrolling YouTube on a Friday night because you don't have shit better else to do, seeing a streamer that you don't like, clicking the said streamer that you already know you don't like, then clicking a button saying you understand the rules in order to chat, and then typing, like, imagine wasting that much time. Couldn't be me, honey. Couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. But she keep coming back. I mean, it's just what is the tea? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I wonder if Molly would sit down and eat a meal she knows she won't like so she could complain about. She would, Tiffany. She would, and she would. She would. Miserable ass cunt. Girl, come be me. Anyway, What questions do you guys have for me today? What's going on? Happy Friday. Hopefully everyone had a good week. Is everyone looking forward to the weekend? My lips are looking so good. That combo is kind of giving. It's kind of really giving. What's on the docket for tonight? We don't have shit on the docket for tonight. You know I don't keep anything on the docket. Now why is he barking? I don't really have anything on the docket, really. I mean, I did put the title of this stream is about Trump's latest executive order, which is I think it's something that we've been needing to do. It's all about homelessness. And do you guys really want to get into that little rant right now? Because I'll get into the rant right now if you want me to. If not, we can move on. Let's move on for now. Because I don't want to get hot. Let's answer other questions first, and then we can get into the meat and the potatoes of the title of tonight's stream. How's your boo? He's very well. He's been very busy. I'm not gonna tell you guys what he's been busy with, but my partner is super active, like really, really active, despite being 55 years old. He needs to sit his ass down somewhere, quite frankly. But he's been very, very busy. Even tomorrow, he's busy with his other hobbies. He's not going to join me in volunteering at the homeless, like the soup kitchen that I volunteer at on Saturday mornings. Like, he's going to be doing his own thing. I'm going to be doing that. So it's kind of where he's been super, super busy lately. But he's great. So this is my question. I'd like your opinion on why gay men tend to fall for straight men, one straight man. Let's get into it. Let's definitely get into it. Hey now, I'm 56, my wife is 32. Well, my partner's 55 and I'm 35. So congratulations on also having an age gap relationship. I get it. I'm the same way. Why do gay men tend to fall for straight men, one straight man? I feel, this is just a feeling, just an opinion. I feel like low-key, it is a form of low self-esteem. It's a form of an idealized view they have about what it means to be gay. And it might be a bit of internalized homophobia. I hate to use these phrases because everything's not homophobia, everything's not self-hatred based on your identity. But in a case like this, the idea that you would want a straight man, which in and of itself is someone that will never give you full love, is quite literally psychotic, right? Because for someone to say that they are into straight men, it implies that you believe that gay men are not like straight acting. I don't know. It's like a straight man is a man that likes vagina. So why would you want a man that likes vagina? Say what you really mean. What you really mean is that you want a guy that is masculine. And your idea that there are gay men that are not masculine is rooted in a little bit of self-esteem, low self-esteem, and ignorance, right? It's really, really fucking psycho, because to want a straight man, you want a man that's not into you? Like, what? Like, get that checked out. You need to get that checked out. You can never have a straight man. Straight men do not, and mind you, let me clock some tea. Let me clock my own tea. I always tell my friends, never let a bitch clock you but your own tea, okay? I dated a straight man, okay? A DL man, right? And who is he dating right now today in 2025? A woman. Whether y'all want to admit it or not, I'm about to drop some real tea on you right now. There are some straight men who experiment with gay guys and actually find that it's not for them. Let me say that again. There actually are some straight guys who exclusively like vagina, kitty cat, pussy, cookie jar. Okay, there are some men who are into only that, yet they experiment with guys and they come to find out over a period of time that it's not for them. They don't like that, right? So, so yeah, and like wanting to go after straight men is fucking psychotic. It's fucking psychotic. It's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. If you prefer masculine men, there are masculine gay men. If you don't want to date a femme queen, I'm totally okay with that. I believe in preferences, full on. I believe in people having preferences. For any type of preferences they want, if you like it, I love it. Okay, but wanting to prefer going after straight men is quite literally psychotic to me. It's giving crazy. It's giving you need mental stability. It's giving you need to be locked up in a padded room, a white, soft, padded room. That's what it's giving to me. It's weird. It's just weird. It's weird. Um, let's read some more comments. That's a good fucking question, Ben. Good question. Hey, CT Cool. Hey, Just Dave. Like imagine falling for someone who would never love you back. Imagine that's psycho. Wow, 55 and 35. You weren't born yet when you graduated college. No, I was not. Because it's something forbidden that they know they can never get. It's like straight men fantasizing about a celebrity crush they know they will never have. No, I think it's different, Harrisburg, because there are people who actually will try to go after, like, I know gay men that will actually try to go after straight men. It's not always about just a fantasy, because you can have fantasies about anybody, but to actually make your dating preferences and your dating behaviors centered around going after straight men, it's giving a few screws are loose. I guess Molly clocked out and went home. Well, thank God. Stop wasting her motherfucking time. Hey, AD. The reason I brought this up is because I saw a video reel on Instagram and it was a twink making a parody video and him expressing how much he loves straight man. And it's really sad to see. It's crazy to see. Just say that you want, and AD, at this point, to be quite frank with you, you are spamming the chat. Can you please come up with something else? If the only thing you're gonna do is come in and say the emotional guy again, like stop saying the same shit over and over. Get a new read, honey. Get a new read. I'm willing to give you attention. I love giving you attention, AD. I can't help myself. I'm emotional. So I love to give you attention, but I'm not gonna give you the same attention every time you come into the chat. You can read me on a lot of different things. Stop saying the same thing over and over. That's weird. It's low brow. It's low energy. It's giving low T, quite frankly. It's giving low T. Is your T low? There's a pill for that. And gay men don't try to turn straight men gay. We just send out signals. That's called being bi-curious. Sure, okay, but if you are bi-curious for a certain amount of time and then you just continuously go for pussy for the rest of your life, I call you straight. Like you were a straight man. Setting yourself up for failure. I just came out. It takes a lot. Hey, Maria Pottery, how are you? Post 435 says no Diddy. No, full Diddy. Hey, Dimula, what's going on? Happy weekend. How are you, Dimula? Tell me how your week has been and one thing you're looking forward to for the weekend. I've lost 2 family members because of it. Well, good for you, Dollar Bob. Honestly, good for you. They weren't really good family members to begin with. Now, were they? Sometimes it's good to have the light shined upon certain people in your life because you can kind of see who they really are. So, and it's a perspective thing. Like now you know who's really supporting you for you at your core and who's not really a good support system for you. It still, of course, it still hurts. It still hurts, yes. But it's a lesson you probably needed to know, right? It's a lesson you need to understand that people will hate you for arbitrary reasons, right? That's the lesson. You have to be okay with people hating you for arbitrary reasons. And that includes family, friends, and loved ones. People will hate you for arbitrary reasons. Why are there 29 people in the chat and only 9 likes? What's really going on? Shows who's really who, reveals the true colors. It does. Ben W's totally on the mark. I agree. 2025 and people care about the fact I like men. It's child. Identity politics is crazy because how is it that in 2025 y'all really care about me sucking dick? I mean, what else is new? Nothing else going on in 2025 that we gotta focus on that? That's wild to me. That is wild to me. I really cannot decide which of these flavors, not flavors, but which of these scents I prefer the most. Do I like Creed Aventus? So not really. I've not really smelled Creed Aventus, but of course I've smelled so many clones of Creed Aventus. Personally, I would not pay that much money for Creed Aventus. I believe it's over the $200 mark. For me, perfumes are just not worth that much to me. I think that anything under $200 is kind of where I would spend my money. There is one exception. I think Black Knight by Killian post taxes might be above $200 right now. I would spend my money on that one because that is one of my favorite fragrances. But other than that, I'm not spending over $200 for a scent, especially a freshie. Especially a fucking freshie. Are you kidding me? A freshie over $200? Bye. Stop. Stop. No. But good question, money. Good question, money. Do you like Creed Aventus? You let me know. Do you like Creed Aventus? My brother was really awesome though. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. Well, good. Thank God for a good brother. Yes. Hey, James Rubino. Let's stop focusing on that and get into some shit talking. Well, let's talk some shit. You guys want to talk about the shit in my title about another base Trump executive order removing homeless off the streets? Let's talk about it because last night, oh my God. So you guys know I'm training for this half marathon, October 9th. Okay, there's 29 bitches here and only 9 likes. I'm not gonna continue until we get at least 12 likes. What is going on? I'm gonna just sit here because what the fuck y'all doing? Girl, the least you can do like the stream. The least you can do is like the stream. We need 12 likes for me to get into my rant about the latest executive order. We need 12 likes. Then I'll continue. Until then, I'll just drink my water. Okay, 12 likes. The fuck? You guys are a bunch of fucking freeloaders. Speaking of freeloaders, let's talk about the homeless. Let's talk about it. So, thank you, Creeper. So, I know I've been dragging Trump a lot lately. I've been dragging him through the mud because he's a pedophile, he's a scammer, he's a liar, he's a cheat. I've been dragging him a lot the last 2 weeks. But a broken clock is right twice a day, right? And his executive orders in general have been really, they've been on point. They've been on point, actually. And another one, again and again and again and again, he's hitting y'all over the head with these EOs. And the latest executive order is one that I'm in full support of. Last night, for example, I was running because I'm training for this half marathon, and I'm running down. I'm not gonna tell you the street, but anyway, I'm running down a really busy street at nighttime, and you guys know I live in the inner city. I live in Columbus. Like, I don't live in a suburb. I wish anymore. I used to live in New Albany, Ohio. Now I'm in Columbus. Anyway, so I'm running and I'm blasting my pussy pop music, feeling the fantasy, you know, getting my jog in, trying to hit my 3 miles. Um, and I see, I pass homeless people often. Um, but this particular time, I saw this man like cussing. Like, I couldn't hear him that clearly because I had my music in and blasting music. But he was like cussing at me and, all this rah bullshit. And it got to the point where, like, I ran into the street to avoid him because you never know what the fuck they're gonna do, right? Like, they're not there all the time. And he just kept screaming at me. It was like gibberish. And I was like, it was so sad that this person had like devolved into such a state of being. What a failure of our government that people are living like this, number one. But number two, that he allowed himself to devolve to such a state. It was just really sad. And then on top of that, how also terrible that a motherfucker like me can't just run down the street, jog down the street without being, verbally accosted by a stranger. Like, how terrible is that? It's terrible for everyone. It's just horrible. And so I'm really happy. I think that Trump's executive order was, I think it was designed, or it was kind of like inspired by DeSantis down in Florida, who's done a really good job with the homeless issue down there, specifically in Miami Beach. I can only speak about Miami Beach because that's where I vacation all the time. But I'm pretty sure that Trump got some talking points and some pointers from DeSantis. And so let me read a couple pieces of the executive order for you guys. Because I'm sure you guys are going to hear about how Trump is the devil, he's Satan, and he is in lots of ways, but not in this case. He's not. He's an angel. So, fighting vagrancy on America's streets. There's going to be there's going to be 5 basic things that they're going to do. They're going to enforce prohibitions on open illicit drug use. They're going to enforce prohibitions on urban camping and loitering. And they're going to enforce prohibitions on urban squatting. Okay, that's 3 things. They're going to enforce, where necessary, adopt standards that address individuals who are a danger to themselves or others and suffer from serious mental illness or substance use disorder, who are living on the streets and cannot care for themselves, through assisted outpatient treatment or by moving them into treatment centers or other appropriate facilities via civil commitment or other available means, to the maximum extent permitted by law. 5, they're going to substantially implement and comply with, to the extent required, the registration and notification obligations of the Sex Offender Registry and Notification Act, particularly in the case of registered sex offenders with no fixed address, including by adequately mapping and checking the location of homeless sex offenders. How anybody can disagree with any of that? It's fucking crazy to me. It's fucking crazy to me. One thing I'm really sick of, you guys, I'm really sick and tired of innocent people being the victim of crimes and harassment by criminals, and then people having to turn around and have sympathy for the offender instead of the people that are innocent trying to mind their own fucking business, right? I'm sick of that shit. And I'm no longer in 2025, well, I've been like this for a long time, but especially in 2025, I'm done with your toxic empathy bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, okay, about your toxic levels of empathy because they're not helping anybody, okay? So I'm very happy with this EO. We all know statistics, they don't lie. We all know that these homeless encampments are not good for people in the neighborhoods where they're being set up or the homeless in the encampments. So it's like a net loss for everybody. We all know through statistics and through all these like socialist examples that they're, like Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, like all this bullshit. We all know that just providing homeless people with homes is not the fucking answer. It's not the answer, okay? People are not homeless because of pricing issues. People are homeless because of mental health and drug addiction. This whole narrative that the government needs to subsidize a bunch of housing for every homeless person, this is a prime example of toxic empathy. You wanna feel empathetic by saying everyone deserves home, everyone deserves housing. You wanna seem empathetic, yet this does more damage. This does more damage, not only to the people you're looking to serve, aka the homeless, but also the innocent people who have to be put up and live next to this bullshit, like the homeless encampments. The violence, the overdoses that occur in these encampments are out of this fucking world, and they should be busted up. It's crazy. Bitch, if I had to get a fucking permit to go camping, then motherfucker, no homeless person should be able to camp in my fucking backyard in the alley. Are you out of your mind? Like, are you guys out of your fucking minds? It's crazy to me. So yeah, this is a big W. This is a big W. I've been dragging Trump's dirty, scamming, pedophilic ass for the last 2 weeks over this Epstein bullshit because he's a pedophile, okay? He's probably been with tons of little girls, on Epstein Island. Don't get me started on that. Stop. We'll move on. So I'm happy to give Trump a W this time. I'm happy to give him a W this time. Like I said, a broken clock, tells the right time twice a day. So let's rate some comments. I use Creative Ventus every day, but I'm thinking to change it up to Dior Amber Nuit. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't smelled that one from Dior. Hey, Johanna. Damn, I thought that was just clickbait. Do you actually like Donald Trump? I like that he's president right now, Creeper. I do. I don't like him, but I like that he won the election. I voted for him, so yeah. Hey, Pixie. Hey, Molly again. Not this cunt Molly back. Girl, what? Why is she back? I thought she didn't like me. Today is good. I was able to go 3 miles today with wild improvement because yesterday was 2 and the day before was only 1. Oh, good. Why do you keep showing up? Molly, don't ask the question again or you're gonna get muted. Listen. I'm really having a very low tolerance for spam right now. I'm just blocking people. I'm not giving no more warnings. Okay? Actually improving by almost a mile a day is pretty good. Yeah, but don't go too fast, Pixie. I would stop at 3 miles and continue doing 3 miles. Don't go above that because you will burn yourself out. You will injure yourself. That's not how the body works. You can't do a mile every day. That's not how that works. Take that advice from a runner who's actually training for a marathon. You want your body to get used to something first and get proficient at a certain mileage and then increase. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, it will eventually shock your system and shock your body. That's an average day in New York City. They bust them into Manhattan from Randall's Island. The New York City government just plays hot potato with them instead of stepping up and just fixing the problem. Of course. In a lot of these places, and I give this rant, I had to talk about all the philanthropic stuff I do in my life. I don't like to talk about that very often, but I do work closely with a homeless population every week. And so the things I'm saying is out of love. They deserve so much. The homeless population that I work with, they deserve better. You know, they deserve the mental health facilities that will help them to correct the root cause of their issues. Homelessness is not an issue in and of itself. It is a symptom of other issues. It's a symptom of mental health decline. It is a symptom of drug addiction, right? So come on. Where are they going? Mental health facilities, Preeti, as the executive order just said. Like Democrats. I'm in Seattle and it's crazy. James, so James, you fucking know. I don't gotta tell you. You know the issues. You know what's going on with the homelessness issue and how liberals are just fucking psychotic when it comes to addressing this specific issue. I wish people will see how these metaphysical issues are inefficient towards anything, especially especially in Seattle. 17K Microsoft jobs gone in the past 2 months. I think the housing market is going to dip some. No one wants to set up shop in your rental property backyard. Well, my rental property is very nice. Thank you very much. My rental property, actually, I'm not going to, should I tell the square footage? No, I'm not going to tell you that. I'll just say this. Our house that we have, our rental properties are very nice, darling. They are. The market rate for our home that we rent out, over $2,000 a month. So get into it, bitch. Don't try to clock me. What? So y'all gonna make me start bragging. Don't make me start bragging. Because of AI. Oh, hey DJ. Hey, welcome. Thank you for the Discord link. Everyone, if you want to join the Discord, you can find it in the pinned comment below if you're on mobile, or above if you're on PC. The only part I am empathetic is that I believe there should be much easier ways to get into drug addiction treatment and counseling for the homeless, because where I live, it's almost impossible. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know where you live, but in the city, that is totally not true. It's totally not true. There are so many programs and so many houses that you can go to. I specifically work in the food part of homelessness support, and there really is no excuse for any homeless person to go without a meal in Columbus. There is such a widespread network of churches. I work through a church, but not only churches, but also government sponsored programs and private programs, charities. There's just so many. In fact, a lot of people that come to my church for their meal on Saturdays, they got that shit mapped out. Okay. They're coming to Charles Church for the first meal, and they're going to 2, 3, and 4 other places for other free meals on one Saturday. So like, and the way we have it set up in Columbus in our little food network is like there's places every single day that you can go to. So like there are definitely resources out there. There are people willing to give support to the homeless and to try to lift them up and at least provide some of those bare necessities to make sure that their mental capacities are, the best functioning place that it can be, right? But maybe you're right. Maybe in your area, maybe it's a bit more difficult. Maybe because there's a lower population, there's lower resources. So I get it. I get it. So I'm the same as you when it comes to Donald Trump. I don't like him as a person, but as the president, I prefer him over others. I will be a voice to challenge him if he crosses the line or backs down on his promise. Well, he's backed down on many promises. Let's not go there. Let's talk about the big, beautiful scam of a bill. He's backed down on plenty promises. So I can call him out all day long if I want to. But at the end of the day, I do not regret my vote for him. Will vote for him again and again and again and again, giving the same people that were running against him. But he's far from a good person. He's far from a good president. And he's just the best that we have, unfortunately. Hey, Mr. Cho, how are you tonight? Oh, I'm great. I'm really good. Always in a good mood. It's not so far. It's just been me shaking off the rest, getting the joints and muscle loose again. I plan to keep 3 for a while till it becomes easy. Good. Homelessness in the U.S. and we keep sending money to foreign country. It's very clock it. Homelessness in the U.S. High education prices in the U.S. Healthcare hikes in the U.S. But we still gotta suck Israel's dick and give them money. Girl, stop. Israel and Ukraine, the biggest welfare queens I've ever seen. Y'all want to talk about black women having babies with multiple baby daddies, being welfare queens? Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't know a welfare queen until you see Israel and Ukraine. Talk about welfare queens. Stop. 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 Don't piss me off tonight. Okay. We're talking shit about you on the Discord. We are. I'm gonna pin that one. Yes. Sweet. You're bringing homeless into your house? No, fuck that. Not at all. But who gave you that impression? Why would I do that? I put in my fair share of work towards helping the homeless every fucking week, quite frankly. And also, my fucking tax dollars that are stolen by the government is put towards work. Apparently, work. And it gets worse and worse and worse. I wonder why. Yo, I'm back here. Hey, Spider-Man, how are you? What's going on, Spider? Missouri, only one hospital in town, and they denied the homeless for drug addiction counseling. It's sad because I've seen it firsthand. A lot of good people, hard workers, going to lose their job. That sucks. Hey, David Portillo Davila. I'm very well. How are you? I'm glad to be back, bruh. I subscribed. I feel like we do have a lot to talk about. I'm looking forward. I think you have a lot of knowledge, bro. I have a lot. I don't have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of opinions. Okay, I have a lot of opinions. Do not put these influencers and YouTubers, me included, on high horses. Okay, I believe in having conversations. I am not the end all be all when it comes to any particular topic. I just believe in sharing my opinion and then reading your response. I implore you to think critically about the things that I say, the things that I share with you, fact check them, challenge me. Like, I implore you to do all of those things because I think the reason why there's such a lack of, your word, there's a lack of knowledge in our general population is because everyone just turns their fucking brain off. Nobody wants to think critically anymore. Nobody wants to challenge the status quo. Everyone just wants to be spoon-fed information. No, you have a fucking brain for a reason, you know? So it's like, come on, guys. Like, let's keep reading. Why bros sound like a robot or like reading something? They deny most people for that kind of concept because they don't have the resources to accommodate for it. And even some guys, I used to work with them when I did factoring. Didn't a bunch of mental health programs get their budget slashed by Doge? You tell me, because last time I checked, Doge got neutered by Trump. So which is it? Is Doge effective at all? Did they cut many things at all, or did they cut a lot? You tell me. You will vote for him again? Are you crazy? No, not at all. We'll vote for him again and again and again and again. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would. Yes, I would. Glad it's Friday. Yeah, I agree. Enough with Israel. Enough with Israel. Why do you think there's so much hate for Obama now? People forget how bad the economy, housing, gas market was. Matter of fact, Trump did write his quote to his first term. Listen, Trump was not a good president his first term. And let's clock some more tea real quick. Trump is the reason that inflation got started in the first place. The inflation that Biden exasperated only started because of Trump. So people have very convenient amnesia about when the inflation began. It began under Trump. And yes, Obama, I think, did a lot of harm for our society in terms of our social issues, in terms of racial integration and racial tension and racial camaraderie. Did a lot of harm to that. He also did a lot of harm with Obamacare. Basically, It was a big payout to insurance companies. Now, instead of having to compete, they don't have to compete because everyone's forced to buy shitty healthcare. She'll get fined. And so basically, it was a big bailout of insurance companies. And it just guaranteed that they always have customers. It's fucking wild. So yeah, I mean, we can get into a long back and forth about Obama's 8 years, but I do think that Trump did ride a bit of his coattails, and what little good economy he had coming into his first term, he fucked it up with inflation and the way he handled COVID. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why Obama's getting a lot of hate right now. You know what? I think he gets a lot of hate right now because he's a fraud. He's not who he says. He's not who everyone thought he was with the rose tinted glasses. He's not who. He's just like every establishment Democrat. You know, he doesn't really care about the poor. He doesn't really care about, minorities or the LGBTQI plus exclamation mark Wi-Fi strong password community. Like, he doesn't care about any of that stuff. He's just a really good looking, a very hot. I would fuck him in a minute. And he probably would fuck me too. Quiet as it's kept. But he's just a really good looking, effective politician. He's just a politician. He's really good at what he does. I think people have kind of like, the longer you are around, the more you get exposed. Do you get what I mean? Like, the longer you're around, the more receipts, the more evidence that comes out, the more tea that gets spilled on you. And I think Obama's just reached that point in history where, like, there are so many things you can say negatively about him that kind of like mars his character and the veneer of who people used to think he was, if that makes sense. I'm still shocked about your Porsche, Pixie. Hold up, I'm gonna change my username to something else. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Spider. Okay, IDK. I wish I'd be able to fix that Porsche quick, but doing this and fixing this will take years. Money's not something I can toss at it easy. Cho thinks there's an F1 race in Indiana this weekend. There's some F1 event in Indiana. I didn't say a race. There's some F1 something in Indiana this weekend. Doge was Dodge. Doge was doged. Isn't it crazy that the U.S. has all this money to give to other countries, but we are suffering so much as Americans? It's ridiculous to give money to other countries when we need money ourselves. I agree. But Trump doesn't believe in Doge. Trump doesn't believe in financial responsibility. He's not a conservative like that. Trump's not he's a big spender. Just like every Democrat before him, he's a big spender, big money. Trump is so racist. Okay. What else is new? How's he racist? Can someone explain how Trump is racist? Okay, bye. Bye. I don't know. Have a good night. He's a snake shapeshifter. Obama, yeah. Anyone who saw Trump telling everyone to drink bleach knew exactly what was coming. Did Cho say he? Of course, you don't know that, DJ. I love Obama. I would fuck him in a heart. He's the hottest president we've ever had. Of course, I would fuck Obama. He's so fucking hot. That's no secret. Everyone knows I have a crush on him. Honestly, not too deep into the politics, so Cho is basically my news channel on all this. Still not too interested. Just gotta work and relax and soak the tea. Period. Gay as fuck. Peace. Cho Obama, boom. DJ, yes, he did. He loves Obama. He'll sleep with him in a heartbeat. And would. Burial. What other questions do you guys? What are you guys' thoughts on the homeless situation? Do you guys believe that we should allow homeless encampments in public? Let me make a new poll. Obviously, you guys think I should buy the black Arctis Nova Pros. I'm gonna end that poll. Obviously, easy poll. We're going to start the poll. Should we allow homeless encampments in public spaces? Should that be allowed? Yeah, Pixie. I'm gonna go with the Steel Series Arctis, the Nova Arctis Pro. Steel Series Nova Arctis Pro. That's what I'm gonna go with. Cho talks about how much he loves Obama almost every show. I do love. He's so hot. He's hot. I mean, I hate him as a president, but he's hot. It is what. Listen, I tell the truth. I tell my honest opinions. I don't bullshit you guys. I tell you my opinions. I can hate him as a president and still want to fuck him. Sorry, sorry. I mean, that's the truth. Um, I think you hit a nail on the head when you said it was a mental health crisis. There's no way to put mentally ill people to treat them. There's nowhere to put veterans to look after them. Well, listen. I just think that this is gonna sound really controversial, but would I say it anyway? I probably will say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say it anyway. I think we went away with mental institutions a bit too early. I do, honestly, truly. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Yes, multiple things can be true at the same time. There were horrendous, horrific violations of human rights with mental institutions. However, the alternative has now been allowing these mental patients in public. Look at the results. Look at the results. You got people being pushed onto subways. You've got people being indiscriminately gone upside the head. And you remember that whole epidemic of women being beaten in the head randomly by homeless people, just hitting women and running. I mean, all this shit is because people like the mentally ill are just out on the loose. You know, it's because we have homeless encampments everywhere and public used to be, public gardens, community gardens have now been turned into homeless encampments where there are tons of overdoses happening, right? It's just like, what is really going on here, guys? I'm sorry. The real problem is that companies rule America and they value profits over people. Well, I would argue, so I agree for the most part, Creeper. You're totally right. You're totally right. But I would add a caveat that in order for companies to rule America, you have to have the government supporting those companies. You have to have them supporting those companies. We live in a crony capitalistic society where the government picks and chooses winners. They pick and choose winners. Companies don't get to choose. The government chooses who wins and who loses in the marketplace, the free marketplace. They allow monopolies to exist. They create the monopolies. They profit off of the monopolies by becoming establishment politicians and creating policies that benefit these gigantic corporations that don't give a fuck about you, right? It is so inherent that these politicians don't have any principles. Prime example, let me tap the asses of Republicans again real quick. I like to rant about this because it really pissed me off. So all of a sudden, Republicans are, the Mohawk group, the Mohawk gang, Make America Healthy Again. All of a sudden, they want to ban fake meat, right? Down in Florida. DeSantis, who I love DeSantis, but he's a crook sometimes. He's not very principled because he's picky and choosy with his principles. That's what I hate about you guys. You guys are picky, choosy with your principles. You guys are spineless, jellyfish, malleable. But here's what he did down in Florida. He banned fake meat. Now, under the guise that fake meat is proven to be unhealthy for consumers. Okay. You have to ask yourself, why did he ban? I'm gonna give you the spoilers on why he banned fake meat. The reason why he banned fake meat down in Florida is because the big meat industry lines his pockets to make sure that he has money in his coffers to campaign on, right? And so this is effectively the government putting companies that compete against meat companies out of business. I ask you, if they are so quick to ban fake meat and fake burgers because they're unhealthy for you in Florida, where's that same legislation against the tobacco industry? Where's that same legislation against the alcohol industry? Because last time I checked, tobacco and alcohol are verifiably scientifically proven to be bad for you. So I need you guys to keep the same energy, but you don't keep the same energy because it's not about keeping the same energy and having principles. It's about lining your fucking pockets and picking winners and losers in the marketplace. Okay? It really perturbs me. And I might be a Republican, but this is where it really pisses me off. Because Republicans these elected officials, they don't have principles. They actually don't mean what they say. You know what I mean? Let's read some comments before I rant for too much longer on that. But Creeper, who got me on that rant? Creeper, whatever Creeper said, yes, you're right. Remember that from last stream, bro? I feel like I kind of embarrassed myself. I don't remember. I don't have a very long-term memory when it comes to these streams. I just be talking shit and I move on. Hey, Mark Jack. What's going on, Mark? You're cool, bro. Keep doing you. I always do me. I'm lazy. Being fake takes too much work. Take me or leave me. We used to have vagrancy laws. Well, William Evans, hopefully with this EO, Trump's executive order, we can get back to that. Hopefully. Little by little. Got work at 5 a.m., so I gotta go to sleep. Good night, everyone. Have a good night, Pixie. Wear rubber, period. We really did. We should have kept mental institutions a little longer. The longer I'm alive, the more I realize how many mentally ill people are there, especially knowing I work in healthcare. The fact of the matter is, a country that free like America, we are also freedom of be allowed. Wait, the English. The fact of the matter is, in a country that free like America, we're also freedom to be allowed to make our own mistakes. When you allow the government to tell you what's good for you and what's not good for you, that is the beginning of the end. T. Alcohol, cigarettes are a choice. Eating food is not a choice. James Urbino, are you... What? You mean to tell me that every time you walk past a fake burger in the grocery store, you have to fucking buy that fake burger? What are you saying, James Urbino? What do you mean? Just like alcohol and cigarettes are a choice at the fucking grocery store, you don't have to buy the vegan hot dogs, James. What? You don't have to buy the vegan hot dogs. You can buy your nasty ass hot dog with the pork. What? Are you saying that buying vegan hot dogs is not a choice? Because first of all, the vegan hot dogs are more expensive than your nasty ass beef hot dogs. I don't understand that reply, James Urbino. Please expand on that. Make me understand. Honey, make me understand, James. Make me understand. Alcohol, cigarettes are a choice. Eating food is not a choice. Eating vegan hot dogs is not a choice. We're talking about vegan hot dogs and vegan burgers. I don't know what's going on. To move into these buildings, they have to quit doing drugs. Why would they do that if the state gives them all their needs? Mild temperatures allow them to survive on the street with ultimate freedom. Mark Jack, I'm pissed off about it because the vagrancy does not just harm them, it harms communities, it harms other people. I'll never forget the video. I think it was either Seattle or Portland. I forget which city it was, but it is one of those famous, infamous encampments, homeless encampments. And what was I going to say? Oh, the issue that I had with the video was that a child was walking through a needle-infested homeless encampment down the middle of the fucking street. It was just so sad and so terrifying and horrific that there are people living in these conditions and that we have liberal politicians encouraging these conditions. They encourage homeless encampments, even though every fucking homeless encampment in real life and on the internet has been a complete hellhole. It's just, it's wild to me. It's wild. Very wild. Mayor Bloomberg tried to say soda was no good for you. We're taking it off the shelf. He lost that debate. Mayor Bloomberg tried to say salt was no good for you. He lost the debate. Let the free market pick and choose what is banned and not what is banned. It's ridiculous to see the countless times. I know. When a government official announces that they want to take something off the shelf, like Pepsi, because it's no good for you, Pepsi pays them not to. T, Vincent, T, spill it. Hey, I'm working. I have been listening for a while, but I forgot to speak. Happy Friday. Hey, Motif, how are you, Motif? It's always good. It's always good to see you. Thank you for being here. Have you ever seen commercials on TV that say we have a class action suit? If you ever took this medication, you couldn't be entitled to money. Then the company that make it pays the lawyer to drop it. I agree with you. If you don't like shit, change the channel. Awfully zesty in here. Yeah, Michael, I like to suck dick. You said they should go after those companies the same way. No, I'm saying if you want to go after food companies for it being scientifically bad, you need to go after all companies for being scientifically bad. The reason they're banning fake burgers in Florida, read the reasons why they're banning it, applies to alcohol and tobacco. You don't have to buy a vegan hot dog at the fucking grocery store. No one's making you buy a vegan hot dog at the grocery store. They're more expensive than regular hot dogs. What is happening, James, is that they're being lobbied by meat companies because meat sales have been plummeting. They've been plummeting at the rise of competition. If they're so bad for you, if people don't want them, let consumers decide that, I don't want the fake shit. They really are not good for you, by the way. As someone who studied nutrition, they're not really the best for you. They're full of preservatives. They're just not good. So, I mean, listen, I can acknowledge they're actually, I don't eat that fake. I don't eat fake meat. I don't like meat, so I don't eat meat, right? I eat fish. Fake burgers are not really the best health food for you, right? I can agree with that. But taking them off the marketplace, they're not doing it for health reasons. They're doing it because they're being lobbied by big money. That's what we're getting at here. And what's the guy's name? Creeper Jeeper. Whatever his name was, Creeper Jeeper. What Creeper Jeeper was trying to really say behind his very succinct message is that we are ruled by these corporations, and what I'm telling him is it's the corporations in conjunction with big government that runs this country. They feed off of one another, right? Peter Santinello recently did a video on the issue still impacting in California with the homelessness. Check it out. I'll Google it right now because I will forget. By the way, I mean, it's crap, James. I'm gonna give it. I can give you guys that. It's crap. It shouldn't be banned though, because I know it's only being banned for nefarious reasons, not for health reasons. By the way, guys, if you guys ever want me to like check something out or look up a video so we can talk about it in the next stream or something like that. The best way to be effective at getting me to look at shit that you want to recommend is by posting it in the Discord channel. So join the Discord. The Discord channel is linked in the pinned comment below. If you're on mobile, it's up top. If you're on PC, you're going to have to copy the link into a web browser and then open it that way. You cannot just click the link. You got to copy it into your web browser, and then you can join the Discord that way. If you want to recommend me to watch different things, I don't mind. We can talk about it another stream. But yeah, I'm gonna look this up right now because Mark Jag, I like him, and I want to remember to look this up. Peter Santinello, California, homelessness. I don't know, Peter. Los Angeles, what's it really like now, us? I never heard of Peter Santinello. Homeless takeover 4 years ago. Which one should I watch, Mark Jag? Which one should I watch, Mark Jag? You tell me which one should I watch? I used to live in a house that I can't afford. Owns me. Okay. What's up, Joe? Hey, Benjamin. What's going on? Hey, New York Jammer. Back at it, spin straight facts yet again. You know how I do, Mr. Mossfett. How are you today? I'm gonna piggyback off what I said last time, bro. You said those high school pics aren't shit. Well, they're not. I really keep faking my voice in public. I've been really thinking about joining the military to start new. I mean, sure, starting new is great, but at the same time, you've got to just start being yourself today. The military is not going to change you. You are going to change yourself. He's a newer one. Okay, I'm gonna just go to his channel. He's a lot of subscribers. These are long videos. I'll check them out. I'll check them out in general. Don't worry. I'll check them out in general. Whatever. Betrayed us all. I've seen God will remove what he has placed. Can't hurt children. You will absolutely love his content. I'll check it out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Mark. If it's a recommendation by you, I trust it. I trust it. What other questions do we guys have for me tonight? What else is going on? How old is person that's just pouring down his level always search for a way out? Okay. He'll start by going to the shelter. He'll go to family services. Here, look for a job. So the poll is interesting, y'all. Should we allow homeless encampments in public spaces? 31% of y'all say yes. That's wild to me. That's actually wild to me that you guys are that fucking crazy. I don't know if you're crazy or dumb or maybe a combination of both, but it's really giving champagne socialists. It's giving champagne socialists. It's giving that you have the financial privilege to not have to deal with homeless encampments, and that's why you're in favor of them. That's what it's giving. How do you feel about people who keep talking, wanting to, what is this English, guys? How do you feel about people who keep talking, wanting the U.S. but don't do nothing about it? Wanting to leave the U.S.? Oh, okay. That makes sense. They keep talking about wanting to leave the U.S. but well, they're just toxic individuals. What do you mean? They just want to bitch? That's pretty simple. If you're gonna like actually talk about leaving the country, be about it. Be about that life and get the fuck out of here. We're like one of the greatest nations in the world, if not the greatest. And if you don't want to be here, there are 1,000 other countries you can fucking go to. Please go to those other countries. Please go. Expeditiously go to those other countries. Please. I'm more of the mind that God dishes out better revenge than me 10 days a week. But I'm curious, what do you guys think about that? I think exactly the same as you. God is the one who handles your karma. Cho, I'm back. Good to see you again. Hey, Ryan Snyder, how are you? What's new with you? They have a right to be in public spaces, but occupying public spaces removes everyone else's right to that space. Thank you. Fucking common sense. Fucking common sense. Fucking common sense. That's not like controversial. It's not controversial. Why is it that me, someone who's not addicted to drugs, someone that does not have mental health issues, has to get a fucking permit to go camping somewhere in the city, but the homeless can just set up fucking tent in the middle of a community garden, shoot up needles, overdose, sexually assault people, and it's just okay. But heaven forbid if you want to, remove them from those public spaces. Like, shut the fuck up. It's crazy. It's crazy. I agree, America, your freedom of speech, and that makes you the most free, period. The reason why I ask is because I keep hearing about it, and it's really getting on my nerves because I love the U.S., but it's not perfect, but I don't plan to leave. Listen, people, listen. Again, let's talk about freedom of speech. It's not perfect. We need more freedom of speech in America, not less. We need more. The censorship has gotten out of fucking control. And our government's always trying to limit it. Even Trump's trying to limit it. Everyone's trying to limit freedom of speech. And we're one of the few countries where you can talk mad shit about America and nothing happens to you. And some countries, that's not allowed. Imagine. It's not allowed to talk shit about your own country, right? I think we should all give a little bit of thanks that we live in a country that actually values freedom of speech somewhat. But if you don't like America, get the fuck out of here. I hate America sometimes too, but it's still the only place I would ever want to live. Right? Allowing homelessness in public spaces is increasing the risk of confrontations with drug addiction, mental illness, and violence. It is what it is. We have 2 homeless encampments in my town. I'm so sorry to hear that, Puppet Master. I hope they get busted up pretty soon. I feel like this has really helped me back in my life, bro. I used to go to church and love it a lot. Ever since I stopped going years ago, my life has been downhill from there, really. Why'd you stop going to church, Dimula? Audriana has a question. How do you get a guy's number but you're scared? Stop being scared, girl. Do you have his number now? No. If he asks, he says no, will you have his number then? No, nothing will change. But he might say yes. You don't know unless you ask. I value freedom of speech, don't get me wrong. I just reached a point where if you don't want to live here, please leave. Too many complaints, but no movement. Too many complaints, but no movement is correct. I'm too scared. But then you have to either live with the fact that you would never ask him because you're too scared, or you've got to take a risk and just ask him and just pray that he says yes. If he says no, what will change? Like, if you ask them, if you say no, what actually changes in your life? Adriana? And I agree. Just ask for his number. You'll regret not asking, then asking for it. You can literally just ask. You have a point. Thank you. You always help me. I'm here to help you, Adriana. I love having you here, and I hope you get his number. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world. You'll move on. There's other cute boys out there. Like, you'll be fine. Guys, we have less than 10 minutes left of the live stream tonight. What other questions do we guys have for me tonight? It can be about homelessness. It can be about whatever you want. Doesn't have to be on topic. It can be off topic. What other questions do we have? We had a really great stream tonight. No other questions? No comments? Oh, this chat is the best. But thank you, Adriana. Jewel Gigi says, how old are you? You are very wise. Take a good guess. Jewel, how old do you think I am? What time did you start tonight? 11 o'clock. So my live streams are now always at 11 p.m. Eastern time zone. They start at 11 on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. Kind of a random day, Wednesday. I might, you know what, guys? Like, once I get my streaming set up, like, for real, started, I might start streaming every day for a while. I just really, like, need the money. First of all, I need the money. These live streams give me money. I need the money, and also, I'm really into the whole live streaming thing right now. I want to do it more. I want to do more. I want to do more. So I might go into like a nightly live stream. Damn, I missed a lot. Well, listen, David Portillo Davila, you can put your post notifications on, and if you do that, you'll be notified every time I go live. Put that bell on. Thank you, Benjamin. No problem. 34. I'm 35. I have a comment. Here's a piece of advice. Okay. What do you think of AI and the potential jobs it's going to eliminate? I think it's actually going to create more jobs. I think it's going to create more jobs, James Rubino. I'm a fan of AI because it can lead to a lot of innovation and efficiency. And I think if you are depending on low wage jobs, like working at a restaurant, like if that's what you're depending on for like your full-time income and you're not in management position, then you've already made other mistakes. You've already made other mistakes before you got into this position. And I think we need to take a really hard look at ourselves and being accountable for the positions we set ourselves up into. You guys know this is a strong belief of mine. I believe that 95% of the things that happens in your life is the result of your actions. 95% of the good things and the bad things that occur to you in your life are a result of your actions. I believe that wholeheartedly. And that includes job placement. That includes prepared for the future. Listen, we've had Republican presidents, we've had Democratic, presidents, we've had crazy presidents, we've had crazier presidents. No matter who is in the White House, I have made it a point of mine to make sure that my house is in line and in order. And at the end of the day, you cannot be looking towards other people to help you to survive in this world. That is a fool's errand. Quite literally, it's a fool's errand depending on the outside world, things that you don't have control of, to really make it or break it in your own life. You've got to depend on yourself. You've got to be a self-starter. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to start planning. You've got to be strategic. You've got to plan for your future, or you will just blow in the wind and be at the whims of everyone else. So I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what to say. Like AI, it is going to lose, it is going to eliminate some jobs. But why don't you have job security? Why don't you have an emergency fund? Like, these are questions I have, you know, like, okay, you lost your job, that happens. You gotta get a new job. Are you a skilled person? Have you been acquiring skills for the last 10 years? If you're not acquiring new skills, you're not planning for the future, right? I got a question. What's the best way to deal with procrastinating? It's hard. I suffer from this too. I procrastinate just like everybody else does. Um, I think you got to try a lot of different strategies. Sometimes a to-do list written down, physically written down. Sometimes a digital checklist. Sometimes alarms. Sometimes strategizing on prioritizing things, like breaking big tasks up into smaller tasks. That can sometimes be a great strategy at tackling things that seem overwhelming, that you're trying to avoid. You know, doing smaller things first that helps you to achieve that bigger goal. So I think just trying lots of different things. I was getting the blowjob when you started. Well, David, listen, you gotta like I said, prioritizing. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. Get that blowjob, honey. I hope it was it good. Are you with the same boy, by the way? With the same? Are you with the same man? Cause I know you were having some challenges. Like every relationship has challenges, right? No matter the longer you are with your partner, the more challenges you will have. But are you with the same guy? What's your biggest fear? Needles. I hate needles. I'm not in that position. My sister and a couple friends lost their jobs at Microsoft. True freedom or ones that have nothing to lose. I was going to ask about AI taking jobs as well and how you feel about it, but I've always said that some jobs will be eliminated, but new ones will be created. That's my opinion as well. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty, I have more than I need, but I do not get things as a priority. I have freedom of choice. It's not so hard to have it. I'll keep trying. You gotta keep trying. But you gotta try different ways. James Rubino, I have an emergency fund. I'm doing all right. Good. Keep trying. Keep building your wealth. I also recommend that you start a brokerage account that's not tax advantage. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. It's my opinion that having the Roth IRA is cute. Having the 401k even cuter. Having your emergency fund necessary. I think it is imperative, if you are serious about growing and creating wealth, that you have a non-tax advantage brokerage account that you are consistently investing money into. I don't care if it's $1 a week. I don't care if it's $10 a month. You should be building wealth that way, because it is the guaranteed way to have flexibility and security in life when you really, really need to have it. Be creative at your job. I'm at a job I'm given tasks to do, and so often it's the first time I've ever did that task. Believe in yourself and figure shit out. Yes, I am. We're doing all right. He's actually moved out of his parents' house, and his mental health has gotten better, and realized how much negativity they were bringing into his life. Yes, the BJ was good, but good for you, honey. You deserve it. You work hard. The key to being successful at any job, big or small, to have confidence in yourself. Oh, hey, Auntie Charlene. In Toronto, Canada, police have dismantled homeless tent towns and public parks. Homelessness is a complex issue. Many people are living hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck. Good night. Keep the positive energy. It's very appreciated. Oh, no problem, Jewel GG. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you subscribed and you'll be back for more in the future. Thanks for being here. And Auntie Charlene, you're totally right. Homelessness is a very complex issue. As I've said before, plenty of times, I work with the homeless on a weekly basis. I get it. It's very complex. I have a lot of compassion and a lot of empathy for them. But just sticking them in houses at the cost of other taxpayers is not the way to solve homelessness. It's just not. It's just not. You're hilarious, Cho, without trying. I bet you make your partner laugh a lot. He rolls his eyes at me all the time because he thinks I'm so ridiculous. And I am. What can I say? I am. And I am. I'm ridiculous, so I am. It is what it is. I stopped going to church because of the high school stuff I was going through. I was so obsessed with faking my voice, I just had to cut off the only people I talk normal to at church, you know? Oh, this is crazy, Demula. That's actually kind of, I'm so sad for you. You need to stop doing that. You being a fake and a fraud has only plummeted your mental health. You are the reason that your mental health is plummeted because you are being fake and fraudulent, and being fake is hard. Being fake to other people, it takes work. It takes energy. You don't have the capacity to keep living a fake life. Be yourself. The people that value you for you will stick around. The people that don't value you for you, you don't want them to be a part of your life. Whether you believe it or not, you actually don't need them to be a part of your life. They're toxic for your life. Nice to see you, Cho. I've been working a lot lately. I've missed your lives. Oh, it's okay. I appreciate your vibes and your good energy, Auntie Charlene. God bless you too, Cesar Vasquez. Triple tax exempt bonds are at almost 9%. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm very grateful to be at a job and in a bed. I've been poor and broke. I've been without food to pay rent. I've slept on friends' couches. I feel for people who are struggling. I do too. What should I do? Start being real. Never fake who you are. It makes you feel worse. Trust me, you'll start to question your own worth. I went through a phase like that in my life, and I'm glad I stopped trying to be someone I'm not. Period. Period. And I'm so proud of you, David, for coming to that realization. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Trying to put in so much energy to be a fake and a fraud takes work. It's exhausting. And it gets old really quickly. And I feel as though when you stop being fake and you start actually being your authentic self, it's like you open a door to a whole new world. And it's a world where there's abundance, right? Where you can be satisfied emotionally, where you can put work and investment into your finances and your physical well-being. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like once you walk through that door and you're really being your authentic self out in the world, it becomes like abundance becomes more within reach. It is crazy, Demula. It is crazy. You need to quit the act and go back to church. And fuck these high school friends. Like that, you're doing a number on yourself, Demula. Stop it. It's never worth your time being someone that isn't you. It's not. You end up killing yourself. Literally and figuratively. Be your authentic self always. Be yourself no matter what they say. I realized that in my early 30s and found contentment and peace. Period. Everyone's telling you the same thing, Demula. Listen, in my early 20s, I was the fakest, most fraudulent bitch cunt in the world. I was a people pleaser, and being a people pleaser is one of the worst things you can do to yourself because you are taken advantage of. You put the perceptions that you have of other people's perceptions of you above your own self-worth, and you can't rely on other people for your self-worth and your self-esteem. That's psychotic because it's in the definition, it's in the word itself. Self-esteem comes from the self. You should not derive your self-worth from other people. And we're all taught, we all have the same oh, thanks James for being on. I really appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. Hopefully subscribe. And thank you for working out today and doing your part to fight against Big Pharma. Thank you so much. Because that is quite literally a protest against Big Pharma. Working out, working on yourself, being physically active is a radical action against Big Pharma. So thank you for working out today. It really does, but once I started to look within myself and decide to try and work on becoming the man I want to be, it feels good to work on myself. Getting to come back to myself again, period, David. I'm so proud of you. Went from people pleaser to MAGA to try and seem like an independent, but you're just ignorant, you have no depth. Okay, Chad, sure. Good story, bro. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the comment. Hey, Caleb Looper. I've never been MAGA, by the way. When have I been MAGA? When have I been MAGA? To try and seem like an independent? I've only voted for Trump one time in my entire life. I vote for third-party candidates every other time. Listen, girl, talk about ignorant. You have no depth. What the guys I've been with say otherwise. Whoever asked the question, can I ask, do you work out? Working out regularly helps with being consistent and gaining self-worth again. It really is important to work out regularly as a person. Yes, it is definitely proven. People that work out have lower issues of mental health, like specifically depression. Like exercise can help to alleviate the symptoms of depression. My half marathon is going to be on October 19th. I'm super excited. If you guys want to come to Columbus and cheer me on, let me know. That'd be fun. But I'm still in the middle of my training. I had to run 7 miles tomorrow, which I'm very excited for because it's going to be the first time that I have to run a distance that is longer than my baseline of 6 miles. I'm already a long distance runner. I typically run 6 miles whenever I do run. And so this is the first time that I'm going to have to push myself to run further than that. Now, this is not the longest I've run. The longest I've ever run in my entire life has been 8 miles. I happen to be in Miami Beach, Florida, where running is just a beautiful thing to do in the evening time. It was a sunset. It was gorgeous. It was ethereal, such an ethereal moment to run on the beach down in Miami. But I ran 8 miles down there. But this is going to be the first time that I've run 7 miles in Columbus. So I'm really excited for tomorrow to see how I perform. You think that would change my life, man, if I started going to church again? No, that's not what I said. Being yourself is what is going to change your life. Not going to church, being your authentic self. And it seems to me, based off of your own words, that you were happier in church than not in church. And it's maybe because you were your authentic self in church. So I'm just doing 1 + 1 = 2. I'm just doing the math in my head. I could be wrong, but that's what the math is mathing like in my head. I think I heard you say that you do go to church weekly. I do go to church weekly. I do. But going to church is not necessary for my health. I only started going to church weekly in October. I go to church. Okay, so let me give you the background. So I've been going to church once a month because I go back home to Toledo at least once a month, and I always go to church when I'm in Toledo. It's my home church, by the way. So I've been going to that church for a long time. But I found a home church in Columbus that I really like that reminds me of my home church. So since October, I've been going pretty much weekly. But no, I don't think that church is necessary in my life. I don't need to go to church every week to feel great, but it's a great addition to my life. I posted that video on your politics page. Okay, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I used to live in Columbus, bro. If I still lived there, I would visit you, man. Would you laugh at my fake voice? I would. Obviously, diet and sleep play a huge factor as well, but getting disciplined and consistent with working out can help improve your mental and physical health a lot. Diet and sleep come after, period. Have a good night, Mark Jack. We're going to leave too. I haven't gone in a long time. Well, yeah, church is fine. I like church. I feel like church can offer perspective. It can offer nice lessons on behaviors. You know, I don't need a church to establish or strengthen my relationship with my God. It's unnecessary. As a Baptist, as a Protestant Baptist, it's unnecessary. Bitch, I don't need not nan motherfucker on this earth to talk Protestant, right? But I do find that church can be a helpful addition. It can be a bonus in terms of your spiritual health. So yeah, that's how I feel. As humans, I feel, well, we all have a spiritual need, but even being religious can be fake. Yes. Be yourself, whatever your spirituality is. We need to feel the higher power in our lives to feel a need. I'm happy you go to church. I've been looking for a church too. I feel more positive after. Yeah, I think that church can be a positive thing for people. I also know for a fact that church can be a very devastating thing for people. There's a lot of people that have religious trauma because of the demons in the church. There are demons in church too, by the way. So, you know, it's just all about your perspective and who you are as an individual first, not who you are as a church member, as a sister, as a boyfriend, as a daughter, as a husband. It's who you are as an individual first. And it's about having a healthy perspective going into things. And that includes church. Church is not always a safe space for everybody, mentally or physically, honey. All the rapes happening at church. Don't get me started. All I'm going to say is church has been a net positive for me. And if it's something that you are looking into, it can maybe be a net positive for you too. Hey, Cho. Sorry I haven't been around. Been through some shit and I ain't got no one to talk to about mental health, brother. Well, Matthew, why are you ignoring me? Why do you not talk to me about it, Matthew? Let me rant for a second. You just triggered me. What I don't like is when people are going through a rough time and they don't depend on the support systems that they have available to them. Because what this does is it just creates a time of period where you isolate yourself. And what happens typically when people that have mental health issues isolate themselves? They get worse. They get worse. They get worse. They get worse. So Matthew Tipper, I'm just telling you as a brother, as a younger, I think, are you older than me or younger? I don't know. Am I your older brother or your younger brother? I don't know. But as your younger brother, get your shit together and depend on the resources that are actually available to you. There's no reason for you to suffer in silence or in isolation. That is a self-inflicted wound that I don't want you to inflict upon yourself. So there's my rant about that, and I hope you feel better. I'm glad you stopped by tonight, Matthew. I appreciate you. I might go down to Columbus for the Columbus State Fair, bro. If I see you, I'm gonna be like D Mula. You will laugh at my fake voice. I might go to that marathon or the fair. I'm not sure. Are you okay? So don't dox your location, D Mula. But do you live outside of Columbus now, like in one of the surrounding suburbs, or are you like a city away, or are you like in Cincinnati area? Are you in the the Nasty Natty area, the Cleveland area? I mean, if you live in a small town, don't say what small town you're in. Um, um, Shy man, very shy. Well, stop being fucking shy, Matthew. Stop being shy. Some people don't have anyone to speak to. That's not true. That's just not. That's verifiably not true. Living on in 2025, you don't have no one to speak to. Girl, that's an illusion. That is quite literally that's your low self-esteem creating illusions in your head. In 2025, we have Al Gore's internet. There is someone you can talk to. If you have a smartphone, there is someone you can talk to. That's an illusion, Llama Speed. It is. You know what's said? People are being punished for being poor. I swear to God, this CP. To me, I've noticed church typically has very pomp and circumstance type people involved, and that has little to do with your relationship to God at the end of the day. I agree. I feel alone as fuck right now, man. I barely been speaking to my parents. Your words brought tears to my eyes. Well, it's true, Matthew. I mean, um, I think you need to use the resources available to you, Matthew. Nobody wants to see you suffer. Nobody wants to see you hurt and down in the dumps and not feeling well. And you don't have to suffer in silence. It's unnecessary. It's not necessary for you to do that. And at this point, you gotta man up and take a little bit of responsibility and accept the fact that you are inflicting these wounds on yourself. Okay? And the minute you take accountability for that, is the same exact minute that you then can take on the responsibility of fixing it. Because when you take accountability, that's actually empowering, right? When you can say, okay, I did this, that also means that you can do this, you can do that. So it works both ways. This is what I mean, guys, when I say that like you're 95% of the things that occur to you in your life, you are responsible for. It includes the bad and the good, right? And so when you take ownership, when you take ownership over the things happening to you, it then empowers you to make changes, right? If you are the one inflicting the wounds, then you can also be the one that heals, right? It's the same coin. It's just different sides of the same coin, right? So I support you, Matthew. You have people that you can talk to. You are not alone. You are not someone that has to suffer in isolation. You suffering in isolation is your choice. You have parents, you have friends, you have family, you have this community, you have resources that you can reach out to. So we're wishing you well, Matthew. You got this. You got this. Okay. Never isolate. Always talk about your problems. It's okay to get down in the dumps, but never stay down and talk to someone, even if it's a stranger. Exactly. You can have a miserable day. You can hate yourself. You can hate your life. You can hate everybody. It's okay to feel all those things. Feel all those things, but don't stay there. Don't stay there because it's a choice to stay there, right? I'm not saying don't go there. What I'm saying is don't stay there, like David just said. Sorry, Matthew, to hear that you're going through shit. It happens, but I agree with Joe. You need to get a support system and get it together. Decide to do good by yourself and turn it around. Period. Is this dude a conservative? I'm a conservative leaning libertarian. I know that sounds really wishy-washy, but that's how it is. That's the best way to describe myself. Because no one label can describe me exactly. Homeless camps should have an industrial zoning code. Homeless camps shouldn't exist. Period. What are you talking about? What? Homeless camps should not exist. Period. You're dead nuts. I have the no self-esteem. Finally finished reading the latest book on my channel. Great plot twist and ending. Oh, that's great. You're the first person I've spoken to in a long time. I'm glad you chose to be here tonight, Matthew. I'm so happy to have you. And hopefully this live stream can bring you an ounce of relief, if not more. Hey, Bolo. Good to see you, too. I'm not in Columbus anymore. I'm in another state, but I know the Columbus area well because I lived there for 1 year last year. But I would love to go to the Ohio State Fair this week. It's this week? I don't know when the fair is. Oh. Well, fuck. It's July 23rd through August 3rd. Well, when's August 3rd? You can meet me next weekend. I'll go to it next weekend. Oh, wait, no. I'm just kidding. I'm going to be in Cleveland next weekend. I lied. I totally lied. Maybe I can go on Sunday, though. Like Sunday afternoon. Ohio State Fair. Maybe I can maybe commit to going on August 3rd. Maybe. But my marathon is going to be October 19th. So if you want to come support me, we can meet. I can do a meetup because there's some other people in the community that want to meet me for my marathon. So I will be willing to set up a meetup on Saturday, the day before my marathon. I'd be willing to set that up. But there's got to be interest. Stop victim blaming. No. It'll be cool to see you, man. Is the marathon? I'm not sure when. Okay, yeah, the marathon's October 19th. You're right, man. I will look for Outlook. Your words are golden right now, man. Well, I appreciate you, Matthew, and I care about you. Matthew, I was depressed. I had to decide I'm not doing this no more. I'm getting up out of bed. I'm getting help. I did and will never return to that depressed state again. You can do it. Talk about a miserable day. Somebody tore up the toilet at work today. Ugh. Tiffany, not that Tiffany. Is that a, it's a fucking spider on my fucking wall. Ugh, I hate spiders. It's a fucking spider on my, it's a tiny spider. Oh my God, I'm getting itchy. I used to be terrified of spiders growing up. I had a terrible situation with spiders as a child. I've learned being lonely isn't as bad as being miserable with the wrong people. That part. Thank you, Charlene. Really appreciate it. I need this. Homeless camps should not exist in a country that has enough homes to house the denizens. Period. Just seeing your channel up has made my day. I seen your training vids. I like what you're doing. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you. Almost 1 a.m. here in Toronto, Canada. Gotta sleep. Nice to see you, Cho. Thank you, Charlene. Is Cleveland the home of that nasty chili with noodles in it? Bitch, you could never, Tiffany. Don't you ever fix your fucking fingers to talk about Skyline Chili down in the nasty natty, aka Cincinnati. Don't come for Skyline Chili, Tiffany. You can never. Don't fucking come for us like that. Girl, you done lost your fucking mind. I live, but I don't eat them anymore, obviously, because I'm in a different era now. I like actually grew up. But when I was in college, get myself a little three-way, a little vegetarian three-way with the noodles and the chili and the onions and the cheese. I mean, baby, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm telling you, down in Cincinnati, because Cincinnati's kind of grungy. If you know, you know. But Cincinnati's kind of dirty, kind of dingy, kind of dusty. But the girls, they really get down there. It's like home. It's like the country bumpkins of Ohio are down in Cincinnati. I love Cincinnati. The nasty natty. It's kind of a vibe. It's kind of a vibe. And that's where Skyline Chili is. You know, Basil Tiffany is slandering Skyline Chili, but she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Okay. Um. Anyway. Damn, that would be cool, bro. August 19th. October 19th is when the marathon is. We got several more months to go, D Mula. October 19th. I'm in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Charlene, have a good night and thank you for the kind words. This is a land of plenty. There should never be any homeless or hungry people. You said you can go to the fair August 3rd. I can, yeah, I can. It is actually down there. Columbus is where it's at. I love Columbus, Benjamin. I love Columbus. Tiffany, you gotta listen, girl. See, now I want to double dog dare you to come down to Cincinnati and have some Skyline chili. I would go. Let me see. Where's the nearest Skyline? Do we even have those in Columbus, Ohio? I feel like we don't have those in Columbus, Ohio. Oh, we do. Actually, we do. We got a couple. It's really a Southern Ohio thing. It's really, really a Southern. And also, I actually changed my chili recipe. I have a video. If you go to my videos on YouTube, I have a chili recipe that's kind of loosely based off of the Skyline chili because they add cinnamon and cocoa powder to their chili. Do they add cinnamon and cocoa powder? Or do they add just cinnamon powder? I think Skyline just adds cinnamon to their chili, but my really good chili, I add cinnamon and cocoa powder to my chili, and the shit's off the chain. I'm telling you, Tiffany. I'm telling you. I would love to meet up at the marathon and see you run and have a good time. That would be great. October 19th. If I get enough interest, I will set something up. That Saturday, I would set something up. It's a very clean city, and 5.5 mile away, there's cows grazing. It's true. That's Columbus. I got filler and Botox today. I gotta stay snatched. I know that's right, travel seeker. Period. That's exactly Columbus. It's 0.5 miles away from cows grazing. If you go August 3rd, I'll go, man. I actually got fired, so I have flexible schedule right now. So apparently the fake voice is not getting you much far in life. If you're getting fired, the fake voice is not serving its needs. If you're going to be fake as fuck, at least be profiting off of it. Now come on now. I'll definitely go for the weekend to meet you. Trust and believe. That would be so much fun, David. I would have so much fun doing that. You got fired for the fake voice? I was 18 when I came out to my parents' and grandparents' travel seeker. How did it go? Look, my parents was like, the fuck? Girl, we knew. Like, my mom was like, girl, okay. Like, imagine me being in the closet. It's a plexiglass closet. What do you mean, how did it go? They knew. Hey, James Graves. Checking in. I've been here, just haven't had any smooth, gnarly remarks yet. That's okay, James Graves. You're taking it easy tonight. Happy to have you back, though, James. Yeah, travel seeker. Like, I mean, it went well. I mean, no one was shocked or surprised or in awe about me being gay. That was the reception I got. Like, kind of like a girl. Okay, like okay, like I mean, okay, like okay. So now what we doing? Like, okay, what's different now? It wasn't a big deal. But I think that most homos think it's a bigger deal than it actually is. A lot of people, a lot of gays, unless you're like in like some religious cult, um, a lot of gays, they make it a bigger deal in their head than it actually is. It's just really low self-esteem that creates the delusion in their head that they're going to be denied by their entire world, you know? My uncle's in his 60s and to this day cries about how his father treated him. Sad. But that was way back then. Well, he needs to get over it, quite frankly. Being in your 60s and still wanting the validation of other people is not the vibe. I learned from a very early age from my family that your validation needs to come from within, not from outside people, not from your daddy, not from your mama, not from your uncle, not from your partner. It needs to come from within first and foremost. I don't seek validation from my parents or my grandparents or any of my family. I don't need them to validate me whatsoever. Period. Period. Don't give a fuck. It's a bonus and it's nice and it's lovely actually when your parents validate you and your existence. It's wonderful, not necessary. I've grown That's a part of growing up. That's a part of growing up is not needing validation from other people. So so yeah. But I still have sympathy for your uncle that he had a shit father. Like having a shit father has traumatic impact on children. So I'm sorry that happened. Every friend I ever had that was closeted and finally came out, 95% of everyone already knew. Well, no shit. Yeah, I mean, I open my mouth and the purse falls out. I mean, come on now. The fake voice works in a way, bro, but not in business. He thought I was disabled or something. That's what everyone thinks when they first hear me. So when I meet you, don't be scared, bro. I, you don't gotta worry about me, Dimula. She's more understanding about gay people now, especially seeing and educating herself about the community. Well, that's the thing. I was scared when I came up, but my mom said that she doesn't believe in it, but it's not her life to live, and she loves me no matter what. Well, she's normal. She's a normal mom. Very normal response, right? And that's the thing. A lot of people don't know that they know gay people. Everyone knows gay people. Like everyone knows gay people. They just don't know that they know gay people. And part of it is just being exposed that yes, people that you've loved all your life, they happen to like sucking dick. Not the end of the world. They didn't just magically change just because you now know that they like sucking dick. They've been sucking dick for 20 years and now you know that they suck dick and now all of a sudden it's different. What? It's weird. That's weird. That is so weird to me. Um, well, when he cries, he's using drinking wine. Oh, well, that makes sense. Wine would do that. Am I late? Very late, Kenji, Mr. Fister. We were supposed to leave this live stream 30 minutes ago, but the conversation has been so good that I've stayed anyway. He disowned his son until later in his life. Well, sucks to suck. His father's a piece of shit. What the purple crown besides my name mean? It means you're the number one chatter tonight, David Portillo Davila. I remember when SpongeBob came out, someone said that's gonna make everyone gay. Now everyone's gay. He was right. People say I sound disabled or something, so it's affecting my life. I can't get girls. You can't have anything, man. It sucks. I came out to my father that I was bisexual. He was distraught. The unconditional love was very conditional. It happens. David's number one. David's having a great night. He got a fantastic blowjob, and he's number one in the chat tonight. Wonderful. It's wonderful. Everyone deserves that. Hi, Slicer. How are you? What's going on, Slicer? Hope you're having a good night. He sounds like a cool guy, to be honest. Meanwhile, you know his father is watching some mad ass porn. That part. That part. How funny would it be if everyone stayed in the closet about being straight? Well, that'll be weird because how are we having all these fucking babies? How are women getting pregnant? That would be really funny, would it not? All these surprise babies. So I'm living with my dad now, so now I'm in Eastern time zone. Oh, I love that. For me, right? Because you're a night owl, right? Guys, I really have to go. It's like 1 o'clock. We've stayed an extra 30 minutes, and I'm getting really hungry. D Mula, are you in the Discord channel? You should be in the Discord channel so we can exchange DMs and we can set up a meetup. I'd love to set up a meetup with you. So what's your skincare? Well, I use a couple products I use. This is probably my, as you can see, this is probably my most used product. It's the one that I've been using for the longest time. This is a retinoid, aka retinol, very similar to retinol, and I love it so much. I'm actually sponsored by this company called Allies of Skin. You can use code CHO, CHO, for a discount. Highly recommend this. Highly recommend their sunscreen. Not only is anti-aging about reducing wrinkles and smoothing those fine lines out, but it's also about preventing the damage in the first place. And the only way you can really do that is by having UVA and UVB protection. UVB is for the cancer, but more importantly, UVA is for the anti-aging. And that's what we really care about, right? Fuck cancer, but like I also don't want to have fucking wrinkles. So I love their sunscreen. I love their retinoids. And then also I love Regimen Lab. I'm not a sponsor. I'm not sponsored by this brand, but this is a Canadian brand. I do have a discount code. I don't make money off of that one. Unlike the one for Allies, I do make money off that code. But I think my code for them is THATCHO, THATCHO. Love them. Really scientific, peer-reviewed brand. They're obsessed with the science and experiments. They're really great. And then for exfoliants, I really love PSA. I actually have 3 of their different exfoliants. I don't use exfoliants very often these days, but when I do, I really do like the offerings from PSA. If you are suffering from acne, then the Liquid Clarity is really good for them. If you are suffering from hyperpigmentation, I love the Heroin, however you pronounce that. And then if you want something that's more like geared towards refining the skin, then the Goals is really good by PSA. I'm also sponsored by PSA. I think my code is CHO CHO20. I believe I get 20% off for that. Just go into the link for my socials. Go to the link for my socials in my description box, and you'll find all the links to all of the brands that sponsor me and that I stand by. Like, I use this shit, guys. Like, and for it, like, I know that like Allies of Skin is a luxury brand. You don't need expensive skincare to achieve good skin. You don't. But this is a brand that I use, so I'm never gonna shy away from promoting this just because it's sometimes an unobtainable product. This is what I fucking use, okay? I'm not fucking fake. I'm not a fucking fraud. This is shit I've used. This is the shit I'm gonna promote, okay? If you want specific advice on your skincare routine as an ex-skincare influencer, I don't mind giving that to you, but definitely join the Discord channel. We can talk about that in detail. Giving general skincare advice is cute, but really the devil is in the details when it comes to skincare concerns. Everyone is on their own personal journey. Everyone has different skincare reactions, different skincare, different skin. And so if you want free advice from me, just DM me on any of the platforms. Again, go to the link in my bio and go to my socials. Go to my socials and give me a DM, give me an email. I'm not gonna use these live streams as giving you personalized advice on skincare. We can do that in the DMs. Okay? Okay. Good night, y'all. See you tomorrow. Okay. Bring us with. Actually, I wake up early to work out with my dad, so I can't stay up late. I should be asleep right now. Everyone ask this quick. Do you peel? No, I do not peel. I do not get Botox at all. I'm definitely afraid of needles. I don't like needles. I don't like needles. Don't like needles. Can't do it. Botox don't work like that. I'm new to Discord. I'm not sure how it works. I'm going to try and get it. So in order to go into the Discord, the link to the Discord invite is pinned in the comment below if you're on mobile, above if you're on PC. Copy the link into your web browser and then join it that way. That's the best way to do it. Do it like that. Have you heard of Miracle Oil? I love it. It works wonders for skincare and minor cuts. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you found something that you love. PSA, it's a skincare brand. So it's called, fuck me. It's called PSA. PSA Skincare. Go to the link in my socials, the link in my description. What y'all talking about? I'm back. I'm trying to leave, actually, with y'all. I'm trying to leave. What do you use on the body? Nothing. Well, I lied. I do use a body. I'll show you. Wait, I'll just wait. I'll go get it. I'll show. Give me a second. Okay. 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 So, I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys because that's what I do all the time. That's all I know how to do. I look good right here, but everything below, not the best. I'm very lazy. I don't have a lot of time. And I don't take care of my body the way I take care of my face. I think the reason why is because not many people see my body. And not many people have access to my body, you know? And my man likes it, so like, I'm not too pressed, right? But I do have a routine in the shower. I do use, and actually, I've been gatekeeping this for a long time, actually. I know this is like kind of crazy. I'm not even like some big time influencer. Like no one watches me like that. But I really hate when products go viral and then they become more expensive or they become inaccessible because everyone's fucking buying them. I hate that shit. And this line of product is something I love so much. I love it's the perfect body wash. It's the perfect line of body washes. And I don't think I've ever revealed to the public that I use it. But you know what? I love y'all. So it's by Olay. Nothing groundbreaking, right? You can get this shit at Kroger, at Walmart, at the dollar store. You can get this shit everywhere. But it's like the fancy Olay line. And what I do, I use like a glove. I use like an exfoliating glove. Should I go get that too? But you put these gloves on and it's like physical exfoliation. So I put the gloves on and I apply 2 of the Olay Bump Erasing Body Wash. It's an exfoliating AHA serum complex, and it's designed to smooth your rough skin, your bumpy skin. And so I take that, put on the gloves, and I like scrub my body, right? I scrub the body, rinse off, whatever. Then I take a little bit of the Olay Renewing Retinol Serum body wash. I put that on the loofah, and then I like lather up, lather up, lather up, lather up, lather up, lather up. Do not rinse. Lather that motherfucker up on your body. Lather it up. Let her sit. Let her seep into the skin. While that's on the body, then I wash my face. Okay? That's what I wash my face. After I wash my face for a couple minutes, then I rinse my entire body. So that's what I do. And then every blue moon, out another drugstore pick, for the body. I'm very cheap, very cheap. For the body, I do the La Roche-Posay Daily Repair Moisturizing Lotion. It's nice. It's nice. I don't know. That's it for I do for the body. And I put this on maybe once a month. Literally once a month I lotion my body. I know, not the best, but that's where I'm at. Okay? Do you oil your body? I don't. Your skin is so smooth. Thank you. I don't believe you. It has to be beautiful. Grand reveal. Well, I mean, love the stream show. Keep up the positive vibes. So thank you, Benjamin. Appreciate you. I love the Neutrogena Rain Bath, the amber colored one. Ooh, that sounds good. Neutrogena is like kind of like slept on. Low key, Neutrogena, she's so slept on. No wonder why you look so young, man. I was like, you have to use something. Bro isn't actually pro-Trump, right? That's a meme. No, I've never been pro-Trump. I voted for him and will vote for him again. I will not consider myself to be pro-Trump, though. Retro Alex. But I'm sure you are someone that does not use their brain to think in nuance or complexities or critical thinking. You think that just because someone votes for someone means that they're a MAGA supporter, MAGA court member. I mean, so sure. I'm okay with you thinking that I am, though. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. But you can think whatever the fuck you want to think about me, my love. But yeah, Trump, you know, I've been dragging Trump for the last 2 weeks. Like I said earlier, I've been dragging that motherfucker for 2 weeks now because he's a fucking pedophile. And finally, he did something right with this executive order on homelessness. So, you know, like I said, a broken clock is right twice a day. Neither region 2. Yeah. I don't use the scrubby scrub gloves on my dick, but I do go around it, and then I go in with the Renewing Retinol Serum. And he looks pretty darn good down there too. He does. The lady bits, absolutely. The lady bits, absolutely. Yeah. August 3rd, it is, man. The fair helicopter was dope. You gotta go. I've actually never been to the Ohio State Fair. Never have I ever. I'm gonna live stream it. How about that? I'm gonna live stream it. I'll live stream it. That'll be fun, right? Do you shave? Not really. I have an electric shaver that I will use every once in a while on my face. But for the most part, no, I let the barber do all that stuff. Every 2 weeks, I let the barber handle all that business. Down there, I kind of trim a little bit. Sure, Dimula, sure. Well, guys, I'm gonna get going. You guys got me. You hooked me. You hooked me with the whole skincare shit, because you guys know I used to be a skincare influencer. I have all these brand deals with skincare companies and all these affiliations. I love my skincare conversations, but I try to not go too hard in the paint on that for these live streams, because they can get kind of like, I don't know, in the weeds. Oh, you didn't know? Okay, yeah, I used to, yeah, I mean, I'm sponsored by so many different, well, not so many different skincare companies, but like I'm sponsored or an affiliate with a handful of them that I use on a very regular basis. I love them so much. I used to do skincare drama videos. Go to my YouTube channel and look at my older videos. Check out my older videos. If you guys love my content in the live streams, you really would love when I used to be a drama channel. Um, I used to expose different skincare companies and skincare influencers. I used to drag the fuck out of them. They needed to be. But thank you, Travel Seeker. If you want, I used to wear makeup a long time ago, but only natural looks. I don't like when men wear makeup that makes it obvious that they're wearing makeup. Call me a chauvinist pig. Call me homophobic if you want. I don't give a fuck. Um, but I don't think that men should wear makeup that's obvious, that makes it obvious they're wearing makeup. I don't like that. I don't think it's attractive. I think it's very artful. I think it's artful. It's artsy, cutesy, whatever. But I don't think. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like it when I can look at a man and know that he's wearing makeup. I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't like that. Sorry. Deal with it. I don't like it. But I used to wear makeup. I used to wear Bare Minerals. And then I switched from Bare Minerals to Cover FX. And I would wear their foundation. So very natural. No one could clock me wearing makeup. No one would ever clock me wearing makeup. If I put makeup on today, you would not be able to clock me wearing makeup. Okay, let's talk more. I make beauty videos. I used to, and nobody watched them. Nobody watched them. So no, I'm not making beauty videos anymore because you bitches don't want to watch them. So no, it's not gonna happen. I love this. You look so nice. Oh, well, thank you, Travel Seeker. I appreciate you. Can you ask my age? I'm 35. I'd say 20s, but you're so wise, so I don't know. I can't tell. 35. I'm 35 years old, 1990. Oh, so you're millennial like me. That's awesome. I love that. Where can you find Cover FX? I don't know. I'm not a makeup girl, so I don't really know. I assume you can. I mean, this is gonna sound terrible, but my one compact of foundation lasted me for like 2 years. And it's because I didn't wear it all the time. I only wore it for like dates, special occasions. Like I never even wore it that much. It wasn't like a daily thing for me. Um, and I didn't apply that much because I was still working on powder. And I was still working on improving my skincare. I think if you have great skincare, you don't need that much makeup, if at all. I like a natural look on a man. I don't, listen, if I can clock that you're wearing makeup as a man, you've got too much fucking makeup on. Okay? I was gonna buy an apartment in Columbus, but it didn't work out, man. Maybe in the future, maybe. How are my pores? Non-existent. Non-existent. Travel Seeker, you need to follow me on Instagram or Twitter or on TikTok or Discord and send me a DM. You need to send me a DM. I'm not gonna give you specific advice. I'm not gonna give you specific advice because it may not help. I need to talk to you one-on-one about skincare advice. But yeah, it's pores is like something that's easy to get over. So yeah. Oh, you're a lady. Okay, Charles. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I've never been to the fair at Dimula. You'll be the first reason I go to the fair. You'll be the first. Yeah, Charles. So okay, girl. You need to DM me on Discord or Twitter or TikTok or whatever, and I will guide you on how to get your skincare routine. Um, I'll help you. I'll help you to get it together. No matter what budget you have, I have recommendations that I can give you. And like in your 30s, this is when you really, if you have not been investing in your skincare routine, you definitely need to invest in it now. Okay? Hey, going fishing. I use medical skincare, friend. It ain't working. Well, medical skincare is just a marketing term. T. It's just there's nothing that makes it medical. The only thing that makes it medical is that a doctor says it's medical. The doctors are promoting it. T. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, girl. Girl, don't get me started. Watch my old videos. I've exposed all this shit. You don't have to spend. And you don't have to spend a lot of money either. And you don't have to spend a lot of money either. Well, you need to DM me, girl. DM me. Go into my description, click the link to my socials, and then DM me on any of those platforms. Okay, guys. I'm gonna really go. We've been live an extra 50 minutes now. Good conversation. I go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern time zone. So if you have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. If you don't want to miss when the live streams start, I highly recommend that you put your post notifications on so that you are notified when I go live. Okay? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.